Well, thank you for joining me for Marque Live. I'm your public relations officer, JB Pritchett. As always, it is my esteemed pleasure to be here with you. Those of you who jumped on yesterday, you know and understand that yesterday was a bit trying, just in the event of having our broadcast crash and all the above. Well, I'm glad to be back with you today, the 30th of March, here at high noon. Hopefully catching a few people on their lunch break. If you can watch this on your own time, whether it's this afternoon, this evening, or night, it is our esteemed pleasure to bring you the most updated and most important information for the business of the city of Marque. As we get started, let me go ahead and get us going to the city of Marque Live. Again, thank you for joining me today for Marque Live. It is, again, my pleasure wholeheartedly to be here with you today. I get to be your public relations officer and talk to you about all the things that make Marque a wonderful place to live, talk about lifestyle, community events, all what is going on in our city, as well as our city business. One of the first things that I would love to talk to you about is a new look on the west side of our city, is our new elevated water tower. And so that has been redone both internally and externally. It's just been a great project all around. So they have restored everything inside, repainting it, things much more technical, but Public Works and contractors have worked on giving that a facelift. As you can tell on the outside, that is evidently true as well. And so for one of the major things as we look at that, it is great for just kind of the new renovations that we're seeing, not only in the water tower, but in every other aspect around the city. I'll be bringing those updates to you more regularly, as you can tell, whether it's 2 Minute Tuesday or here on Marque Live, some of the other segments that we have in order to bring, again, the most updated and important information out to our residents and our citizens. The next thing that I'd like to talk about is this Saturday, which is April 1st, we're going to be working with our community partners at the Salvation Army to have a community food drive. So this is going to be food distribution of those food donation boxes for those in need. You can come out to Marque Library this Saturday, April 1st at 10 a.m. Again, that address is on your screen at 1011 Bayou Road. Come out. We have over 150 food boxes that we can give out to the public. We'd love to see as many people there that we possibly can to service our community. As we kind of wrap up on the 30th today of the month of March, rather, again, it is my pleasure to celebrate Women's History Month. And on your screen is just a small number of the women that work here for the city of Marque, tirelessly in and out each and every day, whether it is on council, police, and fire, all the different aspects of Women's History Month. This past March, we celebrate with that. We look forward to continue celebrating them and things that they do each and every day. I'll tell you that there's a good number on that screen that make my life much easier each and every day, just by the amount of customer service that they give to our citizens and business owners and so on and so forth. And so I would just like to take a personal moment to thank each and every one of them and all of those that aren't included, because again, that's just a small number of the ladies that call the city of Marque their workplace home. I'd also like to give a great thanks to Councilwoman Casey McAuliffe, as well as RCC and those representatives that came out to Monday's council meeting. They came out to not only accept the proclamation for Women's History Month, but also a proclamation for the sexual abuse victims, and just kind of be advocates of the victims that have gone through those scenarios and whatnot. They got to share a touching story. If you weren't able to be at Monday's city council meeting, or if you want to go back and listen to the touching story that happened right here in Lamarque, you can check the description of this video, of this live stream, whether you are watching on Facebook or YouTube or LinkedIn or Channel 16. You can find all of that information. Go to our YouTube page and go back and watch Monday's council meeting. But it was just a fantastic story of the great work that they are doing here in our community each and every day. And we want to bring and highlight them, the work that they're doing, but most importantly, those that have been victims of that abuse, and bring some advocacy to that as we move forward. As we continue to move along in the city business, our next event is brought to us by Keep Lamarque Beautiful Commission, and it's going to be April 22nd, and that is going to be our spring cleanup. Now, spring cleanup is a great way for you to clean out your garages, your she sheds, your attics, all of those additional spaces where, let's be honest, the junk drawer in our kitchen isn't the only place where we keep extra stuff. And so we will have the shred truck out, as well as having tire pickup. The only thing that we do not accept is hazardous material, such as paint thinners, gasoline, kerosene, anything of that manner. That's a different time, and the county does that. But to check out the full details, you can go to beautiful.cityoflamarque.org, but make sure to come out to Lamarque City Hall, 1111 Bayou Road, from 10 to 2, April 22nd. We hope to really see you there, and to make this a fantastic event to not only clean up our streets, but to clean up just as we head into spring, and doing this together. On top of that event, shortly thereafter, is our annual Hurricane Huddle. A big thanks to the Office of Emergency Management, as well as Police and Fire, that host this annual event. It is a community event that brings residents together to share information and resources on how to prepare for hurricanes and natural disasters. Our community Hurricane Huddle is organized as an effort to educate and assist residents in preparing for potential hurricanes, as well as us approaching the hurricane season. As your screen tells you, that is April 29th from 10 to 12 at the Central Fire Station at 750 Saltgrass Point. You can scan the QR code on your screen, or you can go to lmoem.org to find out those full details. But you can also just know that the events will include a range of activities, educational workshops, informational booth, demonstrations. We'll have emergency supply giveaways, as well as local business participation. One of the major things, and what we are so happy with what this brings out annually, is Galveston County Office of Emergency Management. It brings out Galveston County Health District, so that we can, the National Weather Service and Dan are going to be out there giving a presentation. HCA Care Flight here from Mainland Hospital will be landing their helicopter in our parking lot, as well as the fire department, going to be a demonstration of Jaws of Life on a car. And so for our annual Hurricane Huddle, one of the major things for this is so that we can create a plan as we approach hurricane season for these storms or anything thereafter that will have this. It's good to have a plan that includes, if you have oxygen or medication, maybe you have other people in your family that require more assistance, or what to do with your pets in the event of a hurricane. All of that will be explained at our annual Hurricane Huddle. And again, that is April 29th. We hope you come out and join us from 10 to 2. We're going to have bounce houses for the kids. It's going to be a whole event for the community, but in all honesty, it is a way for you to be prepared before a storm actually hits. In that same breath, I would encourage you very much so to sign up for our alerts at the City of Lamarque. You can do that by going to alerts.cityoflamarque.org. These alerts are not only in the event of an emergency, but for community events, Lamarque Live, whatever we are talking about when it comes to the City of Lamarque, alerts for gas leaks and all the above. So I encourage you to not only sign up for those emergency alerts, but please sign up for the community alerts as well. We want to make sure that you know about all the fun activities that we have planned for this spring as we head into summer, with the summer initiatives that we have going on, as well as what our community partners are doing together. Again, it is always my pleasure to come to you, and one of the things that I'm really excited to talk about today is the fact that we are expanding our team. That's right, the City of La Marque is looking for the best of the best. We are hiring for code compliance, firefighters and paramedics, heavy equipment operators, human resources, telecommunicators, utility maintenance, and a youth services librarian. It is, again, you can scan the QR code at your on your screen, or you can check the description below. And actually there is a link that will take you directly to our hiring page. You can fill out the employment application, as well as look over those job descriptions and all the above. I can tell you, as a newer member of the City of La Marque, we are excited to continue to be pushing forward together and be building a better tomorrow than today. And so in that same breath, it is important for me to discuss not only that we're hiring as a whole, but the La Marque Police Department is in a vast recruitment right now. And so the La Marque Police Department, again, are looking for the best of the best when it comes to serving the citizens of La Marque. It is great. You can check the description below, again, for a link that will take you directly to what is needed for La Marque Police Department in order to get hired, as far as going through the academy or anything like that. Just the La Marque Police Department in accepting applications for not only police officers, but telecommunicators. We just really want to thank you in your interest of joining the La Marque Police Department family. And we really find that a sense of pride here in our city as we continue to push out our Safe City initiative and striving to be the safest city in Texas. So you or somebody else may want to transfer to La Marque Police Department or join the force as a new recruit. Please go ahead and go to joinlmpd.cityoflamarque.org, or you can simply scan the QR code that was on your screen. And switching over in talking up from the police department over to fire. So we're switching from guns to hoses. It is a pleasure to report that La Marque Fire Department just completed their prescribed burn this past month in conjunction and partnership with the University of Houston. Again, that was the beginning of March, but it is just a great partnership that we have with University of Houston Coastal Research Center. This planned burn was a part of an ongoing partnership, and it provides natural management of the coastal prairie lands. Those of you who live in La Marque and didn't know, or let's say you just moved to the City of La Marque, all of that habitat land is actually protected. So they don't use heavy machinery. They don't use pesticides. They are using fire as a tool for invasive species that can be eradicated for a healthier environment for those native species of plants and flowers and all the above out there at the Coastal Research Center. And so again, we really are happy about that community partnership as we continue to move on and keep pushing forward for a greater city tomorrow than it is today. And talking about a greater city, we're here in conjunction with the La Marque Economic Development Corporation, here to report to you the newest business here in the City of La Marque off of 1764 is going to be the new O'Reilly Auto Parts. And so I know that has been some anticipation for a number of months as they've been getting that finalized, all the above. But I can happily report to you that not only the Economic Development Corporation, Developmental Services, all of that has gone through, and so that O'Reilly Auto Parts is now open. So if you live in the general area or in the City of La Marque, we hope that you come out, pay them a visit, as they kind of get started, and we're continue to see development that we've been working on, as well as building that better city of tomorrow that we have today. I believe that's all my news that I have for you today. I hope that you come out this weekend to join in our community food drive to receive one of those 150 boxes of non-perishable foods Again, it is my esteemed pleasure to always be with you. As always, my name is JB Pritchett, and I look forward to you joining you on the next one. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and thank you for joining me for Marque Live.